The World Championship Wrestling Luchador Prodigy. Rey Mysterio Jr. burst into World Championship Wrestling in 1996 as a 21-year-old sensation from Mexico, bringing a style American audiences had never truly seen before. This version of Mysterio was pure innovation, flying through the air with moves that defied gravity and logic. His debut match against Dean Malenko immediately established him as something special, showcasing Hurricane Rana's springboard attacks and sequences that left fans stunned. Mysterio became the face of the cruiserweight division, engaging in legendary rivalries with Eddie Guerrero, Psychosis, and Juventud Guerrera. His match against Eddie Guerrero at Halloween Havoc 1997, a mask versus title bout, is considered one of the greatest matches in World Championship Wrestling history, with Mysterio winning the Cruiserweight Championship. This version wore colorful masks that became instantly iconic, and his matches consistently stole the show on pay-per-view events. The Luchador Prodigy made the Cruiserweight division must-see television, proving that smaller wrestlers could be just as compelling as the giants. His innovative offense influenced an entire generation of wrestlers who grew up watching him defy physics. But you will not believe what happened next. The Unmasked Giant Killer. In February 1999, Rey Mysterio suffered one of the most controversial moments in wrestling history when he and Conan lost a hair versus mask match to Kevin Nash and Scott Hall at Super Brawl 9. The stipulation forced Mysterio to remove his mask, violating Lucha Libre tradition and devastating Rey, who immediately called his uncle Rey Mysterio to apologize for dishonoring the family legacy. This unmasked version was initially seen as a disaster, stripping away the mystique that made him special. WCW management, influenced by Scott Hall's comments that Rey was too good-looking to hide behind a mask, believed removing it would make him a bigger star. They were partially right. The night after losing his mask, Mysterio defeated Kevin Nash on Nitro in a shocking upset, beginning his giant killer phase. This version saw Rey defeating massive opponents like Bam Bam Bigelow and Scott Norton, earning respect as more than just a cruiserweight. He even received a WCW World Heavyweight Championship match against Ric Flair, something unthinkable for a cruiserweight. Mysterio joined Master P's No Limit Soldiers, and later formed the Filthy Animals with Eddie Guerrero and Billy Kidman, turning heel for the only time in his career. However, Rey hated wrestling without his mask, feeling naked and stripped of his identity. By the time WCW closed in 2001, Mysterio had spent over 2 years unmasked, assuming he would never wear a mask again professionally. And it gets worse. When Rey Mysterio signed with WWE in June 2002, Vince McMahon made a crucial decision. Rey would wear his mask again. That stunned Mysterio, who had accepted his unmasked identity. WWE understood what WCW had missed. The mask was marketable gold. His debut on the July 25, 2002 episode of SmackDown saw him defeat Chavo Guerrero in a match that immediately established him as something WWE had never seen before. He quickly became part of the legendary SmackDown 6 alongside Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit, Edge, Eddie Guerrero, and Chavo Guerrero, putting on instant classics that defined an era. Mysterio captured the WWE Tag Team Championship with Edge in his first year, and his 619 finishing move became iconic. Mysterio's colorful masks flew off merchandise shelves, vindicating the decision by WWE. But the story does not stop there. The Eddie Guerrero partner and mourner. In 2005, Rey Mysterio entered the most emotional chapter of his career when he teamed with Eddie Guerrero to capture the WWE Tag Team Championship. They won the titles at No Way Out, but tensions emerged when Eddie became obsessed with defeating Rey one-on-one. At WrestleMania 21, they faced each other in a match Rey won, fracturing their partnership. Then tragedy struck. On November 13, 2005, Eddie Guerrero died suddenly, devastating Mysterio and the wrestling world. Rey gave an emotional tribute that same night, removing his mask in respect and keeping his head down. This version of Rey became defined by grief and tribute, wrestling not just for himself but to honor Eddie's memory. The pain was genuine, and fans rallied behind Rey as he processed devastating loss while performing at the highest level. Eddie's death shaped Mysterio's trajectory in ways nobody predicted. And what happened next shocked the wrestling world. The World Heavyweight Champion underdog. Rey Mysterio's greatest triumph came in 2006 when he won the Royal Rumble match as the number 2 entrant. He lasted over an hour and dedicated the victory to Eddie Guerrero. At WrestleMania 22, Mysterio defeated Randy Orton and Kurt Angle to capture the World Heavyweight Championship, becoming the smallest World Heavyweight Champion in history. The moment was cathartic and inspirational, proving size did not matter in WWE. However, the championship reign itself was controversial. WWE seemed uncomfortable with such a small champion, booking Rey to lose non-title matches constantly. He lost the title to King Booker after just 112 days. Despite booking issues, this version achieved the impossible: a cruiserweight holding WWE's most prestigious championship. His second World Heavyweight Championship reign in 2010 was better booked, lasting 140 days. But injuries plagued him, and fans noticed he wore shirts more often to conceal his diminishing physique. The disappointing WWE Champion. In July 2011, Rey Mysterio achieved his dream of capturing the WWE Championship, defeating The Miz in an emotional tournament final on Raw. For one night, Rey stood as WWE Champion. Then reality crushed the dream. That same night, John Cena defeated Mysterio, and Rey's WWE Championship reign lasted less than 2 hours. This version represented unfulfilled potential and WWE's unwillingness to fully commit to him as their top champion. The years from 2011 to 2015 were marked by diminishing returns. Injuries mounted, his physique deteriorated, and WWE used him as nostalgia rather than a main event star. His 2014 Royal Rumble appearance was particularly painful, entering at number 30 to massive boos from fans expecting Daniel Bryan. This version wore baggy pants and shirts to hide his aging body. Mysterio departed WWE in 2015. His final years were tainted by bad booking and a body that could no longer sustain his legendary style. But it gets crazier. The returning legend and proud father? Rey Mysterio made his shocking return at the 2018 Royal Rumble, and this version proved he still had magic left. Unlike his departure, this Mysterio looked rejuvenated after working worldwide in New Japan Pro Wrestling, Lucha Underground, and APA. He recaptured the United States Championship in 2019 and introduced his son Dominic as his protege, beginning a partnership that made history. In 2021, Rey and Dominic became the first father-son duo to win the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, a dream come true for Mysterio. This version was about legacy and passing the torch, with Rey proudly mentoring Dominic through his early career. Fans embraced this wholesome version of Mysterio, a proud father building something special with his son. The partnership seemed destined for years of success, and what happened afterward left fans devastated. The heartbroken and hateful dad. Everything changed at Clash at the Castle in September 2022, when Dominic Mysterio betrayed his father, hitting Edge with a low blow and clotheslining Rey to join the Judgment Day. This version of Rey Mysterio was defined by heartbreak, anger, and a father's pain at his son's betrayal. The storyline became deeply personal, with Dominic tormenting Rey on Raw, mocking him, disrespecting his mother Angie, and aligning with Rhea Ripley. Rey's character transformed from proud father to devastated parent, trying to understand where he went wrong. The feud intensified when Dominic wore Rey's mask at the 2023 Royal Rumble after presumably attacking him, a symbolic desecration of everything Rey represented. WWE even filmed segments at the Mysterio family home on Thanksgiving and Christmas, with Dominic and Rhea antagonizing Rey and Angie, culminating in Dominic being arrested after shoving his father. The hatred between them built to WrestleMania 39, where Rey, inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame the night before, defeated Dominic with help from Bad Bunny and the reformed Latino World Order. This version revealed Mysterio's dramatic range, playing a heartbroken father with such authenticity that fans felt his pain. The betrayal storyline became one of WWE's most compelling family dramas. But you will not believe what happened next. He became the Latino World Order leader and a veteran champion. Following his WrestleMania victory over Dominic, Rey Mysterio reformed the Latino World Order in March 2023, honoring Eddie Guerrero's legacy by recruiting Legado del Fantasma, Santos Escobar, Zelina Vega, Joaquin Wilde, and Cruz del Toro, and later adding Carlito and Bad Bunny. This lineup positioned Mysterio as a veteran leader, mentoring younger Latino talent while still competing at a championship level. At 50 years old, Rey captured the United States Championship for the third time in 2023, proving age was just a number. However, tensions emerged when Santos Escobar betrayed Rey in November 2023, showing that even within his own group, Rey faced betrayal. This era demonstrated Mysterio's ability to reinvent himself yet again, transitioning from active competitor to leader while maintaining relevance. The Latino World Order gave Rey purpose beyond personal glory, creating a stable that elevated Latino representation in WWE. This version of Mysterio represented wisdom and experience. Legacy was not just about championships, it was about lifting others up. His influence on younger wrestlers like Dragon Lee became his most important contribution, ensuring Lucha Libre's future in WWE remained bright. If you liked this video, consider watching this next video. YouTube thinks you are going to really enjoy it.